We now have a layout for the Universal Studios Hollywood Fast and Furious roller coaster. So let's go take a look at it really quick and see what we think it's going to be like. If you're new to my channel, my name is Miki Rides, and I like to do a lot of coaster news, vlogs, and ranking and reviews videos. So subscribe if you're new to the channel and you don't want to miss those videos. But anyway, we have a leaked layout for the Universal Studios Hollywood Fast and Furious coaster. Let's take a look at it right now. First off, this layout is from parkfans.net. You should go follow them on Twitter and check out their website. There's some pretty cool stuff on there. But one thing I want to point out really quick is that it has a dual station. That's going to help with the capacity if they use it, but I'm sure they will. Anyway, so you go from a launch into a turn, into an airtime hill, and then a drop. So we don't really know. I mean, the airtime hill, depends on how big the airtime hill would be. That drop could be pretty good, and it has some good potential. Then it goes around some turns, goes through a corkscrew, and goes another turn, and then it hits probably mid-course, and then it goes through another launch, and then into a dive drop, which comes back down into another launch. That's going to be a really good sequence of elements, I think, because just going from one launch, depends on how fast that first launch is, because I'm sure the second launch might be faster, but if the first launch packs some good speed, then that dive drop, as they're calling it, and the steep rise could be really, really good. It all depends on how fast the launch is going to be, and then the second launch, that launch could kick in really well, or it could not, but since it's intimate, I'm assuming it's going to kick in very well. Wait a second, I'm now just realizing that before the launch, I missed that there is a Stengel dive and a drop. So that's going to be awesome, because I don't know, my brain just did not see the gray arrow there. Yeah, a Stengel dive, if that's what it is, that is going to be very, very good, depending on how fast it's going. If it's a Stengel dive, it's going to be awesome. And then it goes into the drop, which out of the Stengel dive is going to be awesome. And then it hits the launch. Okay, so I'm glad I caught myself right there. And, okay, after the second launch, it goes into a speed hill, and then goes into a bank turn, it looks like, or banked rise, as they're calling it, and then into a stall. Stalls are always awesome, but hopefully this one's long. And then goes into another launch, which takes it into a junior dive loop. I would have preferred if they put like a different version there. I'm not the biggest fan of dive loops. They're pretty good. Like, I'm not a hater on them, but I would have preferred they would have done maybe even like a different type of turnaround that maybe wasn't a dive loop. Anyway, it's still going to be a good element. I don't know what I'm getting all mad about. Anyway, goes into another turn, then into a bank turn, and then it hits the brakes. So it looks like a very, very good ride. I'm just going to say that right now. And then, yeah, the maintenance is all right there, and then it goes back in the station. Yeah, it looks like a very, very good ride. Elements that I'm actually most looking forward to if I do get to ride it would probably be that Stengel dive. I'm a really big Stengel dive fan, and one day I want to get on almost all of them, because that'd be awesome. But yeah, Stengel dive's going to be awesome. The stalls are probably going to be awesome. That speed hill after the second launch is probably going to be great, depending on how fast it's going after the second launch. But yeah, overall, it has 4 launches, which is great. And then, yeah, it looks like, I don't know how many trains it's going to be able to run. I'm not the Block Zone guy. You already know who the Block Zone guy is, so I'm not going to even say it. But yeah, so let's take a look right here. This is what it's going to look like on the map. So yeah, right here is where it's going to be and where it's going to fit through everything. I'm not the biggest knower of Universal Studios Hollywood, so I don't really know the exact layout of the park, and I'm not really the guy to ask where this is in the park. But so here's what it's going to look like really quick, and here are my thoughts on it. Alright, so I think this ride looks incredible, and I think it's very much going to benefit Universal Studios Hollywood, and I think a lot of theaters are going to try to go to it. One day I'm probably going to try to hit it up, but yeah, that probably concludes the video today. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, like the video, and if you want one of these no trim shirts right here, you can go to my merch store in the description. I'll leave a link to it, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.